Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the numerology for the collective for July 2021, and then we're going to dive in deep into the energy around your own personal life path number. Before we get into the reading, I want to mention I have a new service and I'm super excited about it. It's very much aligned with these videos that I put out each month. So if this is something that you enjoy, then I think this is going to be an offering that you'll also enjoy. So basically, it's called Understanding the Journey Q&A. So you ask the questions, I give you the answers or the confirmation or clarity. So it's clarity through the numbers, and it's basically energy and numerology fusion. If you purchase this service, it includes a free full numerology report, which is around a $22 value, absolutely free. And so really it's like, what questions do you have pertaining to your current circumstances? What would you like to know about where you might be headed? With this service, I'll use your own personal numerology report, which I will read both practically and intuitively, to offer guidance and clarity on your questions around career, purpose, relationships, or just life in general. This service is meant to help empower you for when you make your decisions and to help you better understand your own personal journey as you continue to move forward. So much clarity can be gained through a better understanding of how the energy of the numbers that our own soul purposely chose before coming to Earth and how they impact our daily lives and the purpose we are meant to show up to daily. So, feeling stuck? Need confirmation or clarity? Let's dive in and take a closer look. This service includes, again, your full personal numerology report that's free. That's going to be my gift to you. A message from the animal spirits, and then guidance and clarity for your most pressing questions pertaining to, again, career, purpose, relationships, and life in general. So if that sounds like something that interests you, then head on over to my website. Under personalized services, you will find this offering and you can book some time with me. I will also leave a link in the description box below. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading for July 2021. So July is a 3 universal cycle. And so collectively, we will feel the influences of this energy throughout the month. What's interesting is that 3 energy is often sort of larger than life, big energy that needs to be moving and seen. It's a very creative, fire-like energy that burns quickly. However, for much of this month, there will be opportunities to sort of stand back and become the observer. So stop, look, and listen before taking that leap. This month will ask you to find grace, not only for self, but also for others. Surrender and acceptance for what you cannot control or change will serve you better than jumping to conclusions or making mountains out of molehills when that isn't the mountain that you're meant to be climbing. Those things that you feel like you have to force, they're not for you, and it will be sort of impossible to maintain that energy. Effort is a good thing and needed to reach our goals, but there's a difference between showing up and putting in the effort as opposed to trying to force something into existence. So pay attention to how you're expending your energy here. Oftentimes, all we need is a change in perspective to shift our actions, which then allows everything to flow much more smoothly. No force needed. So this month, things won't always be as they appear. Pay attention to the details before making your mind up about something and allow some room for movement. Don't hold on to those opinions too strongly. Be as open-minded as possible because things you thought you were sure of or that you thought you knew might just surprise you. If you can loosen your grip a bit this month and go with the universal flow, then affairs will take care of themselves quite easily, without force. Give up the control. You're not going to miss out on what's meant for you, okay? It might not happen to your predetermined timeline, but what's meant for you will show up when it is time. You can't mess that up. I think that's really important to remember. What's yours will find you. Communication is going to be key this month. So remember, communication is a two-way street where all parties need to be involved for it to work. In your conversations, are you communicating or are you attempting to influence? I'm going to ask that question again. In your conversations, are you actually communicating or are you attempting to influence? There's a difference. Open the lines of communication without the need to influence the others involved. Also, pay attention to your mindsets this month. Thoughts create actions, which create outcomes. So, is a change of view or mindset in order for you this month? That's going to be key. Again, don't force anything and pay attention to your mindsets. This month is definitely an interesting energy. Things can happen as if by magic with the less force you exert. Yes, you will have to put in the effort, but when that effort shifts to force, then you are then getting in your own way and impeding the process. So pay attention to where it is that you are moving your oars and steering the ship along with the flow of the universe, and where it is that you have turned the boat around and are desperately trying to force yourself against the current, against the flow. Which one feels more sustainable to you? Go with that one. And presumably it's going to be the one that you don't have to force. This energy this month has a lot to show us in how to make life much more easy and to release the struggle. Okay, my life path number ones. So I pulled an animal spirit card for you all, and you got bee spirit, and it's this cute little honeybee. And the message from bee spirit is sweet results await. And so what I'm really feeling is that the efforts that you put forth the last few months, the last few years, I feel like you're going to start to see some real tangible results from those efforts this month. I feel like you could be pleasantly surprised at what comes in for you this month as far as, again, those tangibles, those rewards from the effort that you put forth, okay? From, that one energy is all about that visionary energy of standing up and standing out. And I feel like you all have been trying to do that. And so I feel like you're going to be recognized for that effort. So those sweet results, I feel like you're going to have much more sweet aspects in July than salty ones. So embrace that energy as it comes in for you, and that recognition, those accolades, you deserve it. And that can be, in relationships. It doesn't always have to be in purpose or career. It can be through relationships. So if there's a relationship that you've put a lot of effort into really helping it to work and, flow without forcing, but, just you've been showing up to it in a way that is authentic and full of integrity. I feel like you're going to see some beautiful results from that this month as well. But I definitely am also getting that energy around work. So I feel like if there's some things that have felt really challenging or difficult and you've been putting in the effort, but haven't really seen those tangibles come through, I feel like July is going to bring those to you, okay? So again, we talked about in the intro about collectively, the more that we can release and surrender and accept and not force, the more that things will just fall into place like magic. And what it is, I think, for you all is you've already expended the energy, you've already put in the effort. And so now I feel like you're going to see those sweet rewards come into you. Okay, so I broke the month down into 4 weeks, and energy is fluid, so it can come in a variety of ways and through divine timing. But what I'm kind of seeing here is interesting. This is beautiful energy for you all for July. A lot of forward momentum, a lot of progress, a lot of working with groups. I can see that. You taking the lead and leading alongside of others. Anyway, so we start We start the month off with this really beautiful energy, again, of working with others. This idea of kind of working like collaboration or working in a large group of people, sharing your expertise, that's coming in really, really strongly. I definitely see a collaboration, but I also see you sort of leading that collaboration, right? It's like your efforts, you're almost like the teacher in the situation. Like these people are coming to you for your expertise, but through sharing that expertise and being that leader, you're helping to empower them or helping them to find their own empowerment through that process. So this is really beautiful energy. This is you really stepping into your expertise, to your power, to your wisdom, and sharing that resource with people in a way that is empowering for them, which is beautiful energy. So really seeing that really strongly the first week of July. So if you're looking at kicking something off along those lines, that first week or around that time would be beautiful energy to do that. It's very, very supported. The second week, I really feel like the second week is when you're going to start to see those tangibles come in. And again, it's really centered around money or, resources. So I'm really seeing like you really reaping a lot of rewards for that energy that you've expended for the efforts that you've put in. And I feel like it's going to be like in direct proportion to what you've put in, right? So it's like if you've really worked hard at something, you've really invested your time and energy into something that's felt aligned for you, you're going to just sort of see, again, as if by magic, those rewards coming in for you. But it's not necessarily magic because you've done the work. So again, the second week or thereabouts around that time, beautiful energy for you to finally sort of reap what you've sown and collect your harvest, right? So beautiful, beautiful energy. And I also want to mention again, this is in direct proportion. I know I just said this, but they're like showing it to me again. So I just want to make sure you understand so that you give yourself credit and give yourself that recognition. These rewards that come in for you, this money, these material goods, this feels very on the material plane. These things that come in for you are because of your talents, your efforts, your ability to work with others and collaborate with others and share your gifts and share your talents. So, a lot of times when something good comes in for us, we often look to the external to be like, well, obviously I didn't do this. I'm not good enough to do this. So how come this is coming in? Who did this for me, right? And so it comes back to worthiness and understanding that you did this, you created this. So give yourself, that pat on the back, give yourself that recognition. These rewards are 100% due to your efforts, your vision, your ingenuity, like all those things, all that one energy it's just really beautiful to see. So I don't want you to minimize, these accolades, these rewards. You've earned them and you deserve them. Third week, definitely seeing some new communication coming in, fast energy, really fast energy. It could be like a lot of different communications. Like maybe you have, your email inbox is completely full and overflowing, or maybe, you put some feelers out there previously and now you're just getting all these hits. It feels very positive. It feels very aligned with sort of the trajectory of where you want to be moving. So it feels really good. I think these communications, what's the word I want? Anyway, the communications that are coming in, I feel like they're ones that you've kind of been waiting on, and you'll be happy that they're coming in. It could also be like you're getting a whole bunch of downloads of ideas or inspirations coming in around this time. So what I would suggest to you, because I don't feel like you're going to be able to give each idea, each inspiration, or each communication the justice that it deserves, or the attention that it deserves, because I feel like there's just going to be so much coming in. So this is going to be a time for being able to delegate as well as prioritize. So write all the ideas down, write all the inspirations down, and then go back and revisit them at your own pace to figure out which ones are going to take priority, which ones are aligned at this time, which ones can be put on the back burner for a later time, and so on and so forth. So I feel like around the third week for you is going to be a very busy time. So just make sure that you're doing your self-care, make sure that you're, keeping your balance and finding your center, but also be open to the information that's coming in for you, because I feel like it's going to be very, very positive. I also feel like it's going to be leading you into that fourth week, which is interesting because we have this energy around the end of the month. For some of you, it could be very much around relationships, soulmate energy, finding your like lifelong partner, somebody from your past coming in, or like revisiting you type thing. And you guys kind of really seeing eye to eye. This could also be like not necessarily like moving into a romantic relationship, but it could be like you mending a relationship from the past, or this could be a new relationship that's coming in, work, romantic, friend, whatever, or a long lost family member, something like that. Like you find out you have a sister and you meet this person, right? Which happens. So it's interesting because it feels very much centered around relationships and coming together. So if there's someone, again, from your past, just be open to the communication that comes in around that third week, because I think it's leading you to either meeting this person or working through whatever needs to be worked through energetically with this person. But for a lot of you, I really feel like I'm really getting the sense that this is going to be in the material realm. So I feel like this is going to be an actual physical person coming into your sphere of existence, and the two of you really connecting. And so again, it could be that you get some communication from somebody from the past around that third week, and then the two of you actually connect, whether it's over the phone, over the internet, or in person. And I feel like it's really positive energy. I don't feel like it's necessarily like this person is going to be low vibe, low energy, create drama, that sort of thing. I feel like, especially with B's message of sweet results await, your energy this month is just top notch, just very, very high vibe. And so I feel like, again, those things that we don't force, right? And when we're able to release those lower vibe things, it allows these higher energies to come in, these higher octave energies to come in. And so I feel like this person, whoever it is, maybe there was some issues in the past, but I feel like at this time, the energy is there for this to be very harmonious and for you all to see eye to eye and to mend whatever needs to be mended. And if this is a new relationship, then I see this as very much so like a soulmate, a lifelong partner even, or a partner who will be or someone who will be in your life for quite some time. So really, really beautiful energies for you all this month. A lot around relationships, a lot around work and work relationships, and also that energy around worthiness and understanding that, sometimes, especially for ones, you do have to put in a lot of effort. You do have to be persistent and resilient. You're not necessarily handed the things that you're meant to achieve in this lifetime. You have to work for it and be that visionary as well. And sometimes that can be challenging, but it's just an understanding that you will receive the rewards. You will reap what you sow. So just keep going and understand that this month the energy is very, very strong for some of those rewards coming in, right? To maybe put some more steam in your engine. So beautiful month for ones. Love to see this. Embrace this energy. It's very, very positive. So I hope it's a great month for you all. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.